we're live.
Welcome back to a very special Little Stinkers, baby.
Woo!
We're talking my woman. I love her so much.
Even
Oh,
more than
man.
you did before.
I do, yeah. I have so many emotions about her right now. Welcome everybody in the chat. It's so nice to see all your wonderful names in there and all your smiling faces in your profile pics. Jean-Benet Del Calo.
Jamais soir.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Jake, what does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Firm.
watching Entourage again.
Yeah,
I can tell.
yeah, you got that.
Judging by that sweatshirt,
It actually means, oh, yeah.
you look like a fat ant that moved to the Southwest.
All right, you held that in all day. I've been wearing this sweatshirt around here for the past 2 hours.
Really into lizards.
Trainer Brothers, welcome. Jacob from Matera Denny Dubs.
Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
What the fuck does that mean,
Oh,
Jake?
man,
Yeah,
Jamais soir.
I don't like this.
We are soir.
All right, you can swab my nub. Y'all,
Buck in the chat, y'all. Thanks for hanging out.
guys, I don't know about you guys, but I've been holding in all this Casey Anthony. No, yesterday was my birthday. Thank you to everybody. Wish me happy birthday. A really nice one. I've been holding in all this Casey Anthony.
Load.
Yes, that's the best way to describe it, dude.
Jism.
Dude, I have so many different thoughts, feelings, and hopes and dreams about her now. We finally got to hear her fucking talk.
Yeah. This is the first time she's ever actually talked to a camera since it happened.
Yeah, like until now, like the only interaction I've had is just talking to her picture. But it's now I can cut up hours of footage to have a real conversation
Oh
with her.
God, no, Mike.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
Jake.
Pretty
Don't
soon
do
you'll
that.
be able to have a real girl that can talk to you just like she does.
I can't wait.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You think she'll love me back?
Randy's gonna get
I know she
a
will.
Casey
Oh.
Anthony real doll.
All right, before we dig into this docuseries, about a month and a half ago, we were in Orlando, Florida, going to all these Casey Anthony hotspots.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to find out, but I can't find out. But in the docuseries, like they show her at a lot of the same places we were at.
Yeah.
What would you guys have done if we saw Casey Anthony at these places?
My stomach would have sank and I would have felt so paranoid, like we were on some kind of watch list
That you
and
weren't
we
going
were
to...
going to get captured.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
for
were going to
sure.
say that you weren't going to be asked to be my best man.
I would have been so nervous. Like it would have been the worst.
Yeah, no
possible
shit.
thing
I would have
in
been
my
nervous too. I'm the one proposing.
Yeah, I think you for sure would have shit yourself.
Dude.
Sight unseen.
And she still looks the same, if not better. Was
Ah,
that
She's looking good.
Jake?
she's looking good.
All right, good. Better than ever. I like how they showed a few shots of her walking away, so you get to see what's doing with the dumper.
Yeah, I knew.
Very
you'd like
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Surprised you made it past that part in the docuseries.
He actually scratched his DVR rewinding it so many times.
Physically scratched it.
Y'all.
Bring it back. So we had
That's
the
not
whole
how it
remote.
works.
I gotta say, I've never been more Team Jody than after watching the.
Yeah, listen, I get like why people love Jodi Arias. Like she does it for me too, man. But with Casey,
I thought she still looked plenty fly for me.
cool. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. Now keep your fucking tongue to yourself.
All right.
But
Oh,
get it-
did you think that we were gonna see that garage door open
I
when
did.
they pulled
I
up to
was
the
waiting
house?
for it. I was waiting for
Oh,
that guy
dude.
to be building a canoe or something
Yeah.
in the fucking driveway.
They try to get that dramatic shot, and it's him just staring at him with a hammer.
we were hanging out front of Casey Anthony's house. We drove by 1,000 times, like four fucking psychopaths. Just, I don't know. It's just hard to believe that that's the place where this crime probably occurred, and you can't believe you're actually there. So we passed by it a million times, and every time we passed by, there was an old man that would walk out front and would stare us down. Every fucking time that we did this, that happened.
It's
And
not just any old. It's the guy that owns the house.
Yeah.
Not just like a random
He'd
neighborhood.
come out through the bushes.
Crazy
how do you know? It
bully.
could just be a guy that hangs out in the fucking garage.
Yeah.
It could just be the guy that lives. He's Cody of that house.
It probably is, but goddamn, God knows how much they paid that fucker to stay inside for 10 minutes while they got these shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was he able? You think he's allowed to say no to the footage?
They paid him. Like,
Okay.
it has to, like, it's a nice enough neighborhood. It's nice to me,
It's
but
his fucking address on national television. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know. But I mean, like, people know that, like, if you just Google, like, that's how I
Yeah.
found it.
Yeah. We bought the house. So
And the house was nice to me, but like Danny said, it's like, that's Florida trashy, that neighborhood.
You know, maybe that's how he got that workbench we kept seeing him with.
Oh,
outside.
he did have a fancy new workbench.
Yeah, on wheels. So maybe that's how.
maybe that guy was in his newly found renaissance. Before that, he had been watching fucking TV, and then he finally got some money from the old Peacock,
Yeah.
and he could start his new project.
He's like, hey, that's my house.
Maybe he wanted to talk to us.
All right, if you guys owned the Casey Anthony house and you were that old man, and Peacock came to you and said, "Hey, we're filming something, and we would like Casey to come back in here and basically just take a nap in her old bed," would you guys do it?
Take a nap in the old bed.
Just not able to fall asleep for hours and hours. Like, yeah, I haven't fallen asleep yet, so you have to wait.
Yeah, I have a hard time sleeping. I'm always looking out for a toddler because I took very good care of her. Always on my mind. Never got away from me. All right. So that's one of the things, one of the issues I had was with the docuseries is I know a person like Casey Anthony in personality. Batshit insane, pretty bad mom, and so much of her behavior fits what Casey exhibited in this docuseries.
Her kids are alive, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like how you hesitated.
Yeah, he's like about to count on his fingers.
The reason why I hesitated is because this bitch definitely has Munchausen's by proxy,
Oh, no.
What's that mean?
which means like either making the kids sick or just convincing them that they're sick for sympathy purposes.
So you get
Thanks.
attention, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's always like Facebook updates with like, guess we're back at the hospital again and shit like that. It's
Oh
like,
my
Yeah.
God.
do you really need to be there, or are you just driving this kid to the doctor because you know you're going to get 20 likes and, oh my God, what's wrong? So I know a bitch kind of like her, and hopefully not exactly like her, but I see a lot of that person in Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
All right, so going back, all right, we'll start at like episode 1. It was kind of nice seeing her with her kind of adopted family, which was the people that basically worked on her legal team. And now she's doing fucking research work
Dude, it was very cult-esque.
for the lead investigator. I don't know. I thought it was very sweet.
That's not sweet. That's her paying off a debt. You saved my life, so now my life belongs to you.
It is a weird that whole office.
I thought
How
they
many
were
people
gonna
work
start
there
praying.
besides that guy?
I don't know. There were a lot of people there.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like that dynamic.
They all go
What's
home.
she doing to him?
And they know people who must, whenever they get together for Christmas, be like, "So you're still working with Casey Anthony?"
Time for your research.
You know, she's really nice. I think she didn't. I
Yeah.
don't think she did. lot of comparisons to the OJ case
Mhm.
at the beginning of the first episode,
Yeah.
which I found interesting. That was everybody's like, "This is the biggest case since OJ Simpson."
I really didn't think there was any need for her to try on that glove in the courtroom, but I got what they were going for. But Jake, I found it wholesome
Oh,
because
man.
I think like her family is profoundly fucked up. I don't know if I believe what she says happened to her. Who the fuck knows? She certainly exhibits a lot of the symptoms that somebody who might have been victimized in that way might act.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this adoptive family is much more healthy for her than
Oh, for sure.
her birth family.
Yeah, definitely. That her birth family seems messed up.
Little
You're-
cuckoo.
Little attention seeking.
Those motherfuckers love their Cocoa Puffs.
Maybe her parents had Munchausen's, Grand Munchausen's.
Oh, that'd be sweet, Jake.
Now you're making me hungry.
One thing that I thought was very weird that the main guy, Pat McKenna, the investigator who took her in, mentioned was that he said when they started showing pictures of Casey at all these family parties or all the family parties that they had her at, there's kids parties and shit like that she's going to. Pardon me, I'm getting over a cold, so. I don't know that I would allow that bitch across the street if I was having a children's party.
Do not play pin the tail on the donkey with Casey.
Time
But-
to play hide and seek.
But I thought it was very sweet how they took her in and they're treating her this way. I don't know if they buy into her bullshit or they're just humoring her because they just want to be a part of this thing that's still people are still fired up about it. Because I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's many of the employees. Sure, obviously they could leave the job if they wanted. Seems like a nice enough place to work to not want to leave a job. But it's like it's that guy Pat's decision, right? Like he's the one that has her
It
hired.
keeps her there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you could also probably say, like, no thanks, I'm going to eat my cereal in the next room
Yeah.
where there aren't any child murderers.
Allegedly. And I'm starting to think
Over who ate the tricks.
she might be innocent again.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. It's not a fucking book, dude.
Another thing that I wasn't sure when we went, but I started looking back at photos because of this. And the area that we passed where they found the kid's body, like, remember we turned right off of her street, and I was like, this kind of looks like the area, but I don't know if it's this close. It was right behind her fucking house,
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, that's exactly where Mike pointed and said, I think it's there.
which is insane that they didn't look there right off the bat because it took them 6 fucking months to find this kid's body.
That is fucking crazy. Well, wait. When we did the episode on her, didn't you say that, like, a cop basically scanned the area with his eyes without
He was
walking
afraid to go
there?
in. Yeah, he's afraid of
So,
snakes.
For that reason, they probably were like, well, it's not that big of an area. He probably would have seen if there was a
Which isn't egregious.
still.
Right. Yeah, so we would have gone on in there. Jake, I'm kind of disappointed you didn't go in there.
Yeah, you say you're not afraid of gators, so.
I'm not afraid of gators.
Oh, hang on, Morgan. Are you insinuating that John's now in love with Casey and trying to hide something?
What?
Or Pat McKenna?
What?
Morgan, I think, or yeah, I that's what I think. I think Pat McKenna's getting a little research on the side, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
the
know
vibe
what you're
I
talking
got.
about.
Yeah, dude, I think also they got Casey Anthony off, right? No pun intended.
Jake, fucking watch your words, man.
But something Mike has yet to do. But they got Casey Anthony off. And I'm sure the legal community, they're probably completely ostracized for doing that.
He's gonna fucking kill you.
Jake, I'm going to ostracize your fucking soul out of your body. You say another word.
I'm just stating facts, Mike.
No, you're stating wild opinions, and I don't appreciate them.
I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Jack, I had to move that water bottle, man. I'm just struggling to speak right now.
Also, in the very first 5 minutes or so of the first episode, it is revealed, they got an Airbnb, and the interviewer says, "Why did you not want to do this at your house?"
Mhm.
And she lists a couple.
I don't shit where I kill.
She lists a couple of different reasons. One of which was, I don't want my roommate to be bothered. Bitch got a
I thought it was
roommate.
very sweet, yeah.
She got a roommate.
I know, yeah.
She's not doing great.
No, I think she likes the company.
Yeah.
You think so?
She likes her privacy.
I really giggled when I heard that.
She's on stage at Steel Panther. She's got nice, clean house. She's doing pretty well, John.
All right.
Research assistant. Jake, what do you think they get? They make 80, 90, 100?
In Florida, probably a solid 38. Something like that. And it's okay for Florida.
All right, well, we'll go with that for a minute. Yeah, AJ, the reenactment animation was fucking lame. I didn't buy, there was a point where it turned to where they're painting her as a victim, where it's like, all right, let's be rational about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
It went really hard at the victim painting.
Yeah.
And there was a point too where like they're showing Casey the footage of the baby's funeral, and the dad said something super creepy, which is like he misses the smell of her sweet sweat,
Yeah.
which was like, dude, chill the fuck out, dude. You're at a kid's funeral, not at fucking karaoke.
You can never.
Not at karaoke.
It does sound like a fucking White Snake lyric. So it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe keep it together when there's a fucking hoagie-sized coffin in front of you.
Now I'm getting really.
That service was so fucked up.
That was just
She
strange
was not
for-
there, right?
Yeah.
She did not.
No,
Was not able to go to
no,
her.
she was
No.
still locked up.
Yeah.
She was in line to come in, but then once they let Boys the Men in, the fire marshal was like, "No, we're at capacity here. We can't." That was wild, and she was really hamming it up at that point. I think that was like peak Casey that we were getting at that point.
Dude, I bought in. I took the fucking bait. I'm like, oh my god, she's innocent.
Jake, I love her, and I don't think she's innocent.
It got me, man. Like I told you, like all I need is one person to just debate, and I'm on your side.
So
So
how
that-
do you think?
Right now, I think it's too up in the air.
You don't
I-
have an opinion on how the baby died.
I think what happened is there definitely was an accident. Whether it's her getting out and drowning, or the dad doing terrible things, like I don't know.
What do you think that? What would the dad have done?
They
You don't-
said that's what that whole her watching the funeral is alluding to, is her dad the sexually assaulting the baby.
Okay.
And
He watched it, Jake. It's not a fucking book.
well, he's asking questions. I'm just trying to
I know, yeah. Clearly didn't see part 3.
Yeah, yeah.
I did. I watched them all in a row. I did end up looking at my phone for a little
But
bit. Sorry.
so when
Fucking
Casey,
dickhead.
so they could. This is just also like could be perfect coaching on Casey's part from Pat McKenna and her cult family, but basically they said when she was sexually assaulted, her dad would put pillows over her face, so she thinks that her daughter was sexually assaulted while she was taking a nap, and the dad put a pillow over the baby's face, and accidentally suffocated the baby, and then threw it in the pool as like a cover up. And then when Casey woke up, saw the baby, she's like, "I'll take care of it." Like that's
you don't
why
think the pool thing's just made up completely?
I believe the pool thing. It's like, what else could have fucking happened?
Xanax.
Dude, I truly think fuck, I can't remember the guy's name. If anybody remembers the guy's name, please put it in the chat. But Casey's boyfriend, Tony Lazaro, his roommate,
Yeah,
who mentioned that his initial thought upon learning that the name Zanny the Nanny was a reference to her giving the kid Xanax to tap her out to do what she wanted to do.
was that a legitimate claim though? Because that dude was also like me, where like once they gave him information, he changed his whole tune at the end. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this 10-year-old case. That's what happened."
Yeah, he was acting like they were like giving him the fucking Folgers challenge. It's like, dude,
The Folgers.
yeah, like you had to have had some degree of this info at some point.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like it was definitely like a situation where it was just a lie that went out of control. Kind of like when that little boy hid in the garage and they said he went up in the balloon and it became national news. It's just that one had a good ending.
Yeah.
Somebody just brought that up. I was listening to
Oh, really?
about the balloon boy. Yeah.
Now you're thinking of the boy in the box. They're going to reveal his name tomorrow.
I thought they already did it.
No, it's tomorrow.
Who was it? I think it was Chris Dolan put up. It was John Doe. I thought you'd like that. All right.
I thought he'd like it too, but he hated it, and now he hates you.
Yeah.
Tristan, Pete Casey or now Casey to wife up? I'm going now Casey.
Yeah, that's a dumb question because Mike likes him older. Ask that question in 10 years. He'll say now, Casey. Yeah.
I think what I've arrived at is I think the more broken a woman is, the better chance I have with her. Like I used to think about like
Not a bad approach to dating, honestly.
yeah, like I had a crush on Drew Barrymore, and I think like at one point, like once I saw Tom Green get married to her, I was like, all right, I got a chance, and like then I would fantasize like, all right, that might not be good enough, so I might need Drew Barrymore to be hit by a car, then I might have a shot with her.
You might have a shot with Anne Hesh, present day.
Oh, that's very mean, Furman.
Thank you.
All right, well, noted. Yeah, the 5 weeks without reporting it, it's like, Casey, come on.
Okay, so that's another question that wasn't really addressed. Was the body in the woods for that 5 weeks already?
I'm guessing it was, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, to that point, remember how they said that the dad used to dispose of pets in the same way that they found
Yeah.
the baby?
Yeah.
With duct tape around the face?
And
In a
wrapped in a
bag.
blanket and in a plastic bag.
That's what I'm saying. He did it.
Well, they could have been. It could have been a team effort,
And here's the deal.
and that's why they fucking don't talk to each other anymore, because they did the worst possible thing. Maybe she gave it Xanax, went out. The dad found it dead, thought he did something wrong. Buried it like a fucking dog for some reason. And then, I don't know.
What was I going to say to you?
You're probably gonna call me a dumb dickhead or something.
All right, yeah, let's go to that. Yes, you dumb dickhead. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was going to say to you. But, what I was going to say was, yeah, of course that makes it look like the dad did it, considering that's how he disposed of pets. However, she's nutty enough as to where, like, okay, I'm going to pin this all on him, and I'm going to put this in my back pocket. So if anybody asks, like, what a unique way to dispose of somebody.
Damn. So you think it was like a frame job on the dad?
I don't know. Like, I think they're fucked up enough. And another thing to that point is, like, remember the part in, I think it was part 3, where they're showing her an interview that the parents did where the dad's got the fucking neck brace on?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, come the fuck on, dude. But he's saying, I just want to be forgiven. And his wife's like, forgiven for what? And he won't answer it.
Yeah,
That's like,
that's
dude.
very weird.
Yeah. I mean, that fucking got me.
But how produced was that docuseries?
How,
Like,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
how produced was it? To what level was that a stock? Were they given that line to say?
I would say it was so egregiously produced to the point where it resembled your mother's Plenty of Fish profile.
Oh my god!
Like, come the fuck on. We know this isn't what's real.
She's on Christian Mingle, you fucking dickheads.
So I think there was a certain point, even in the first, somebody mentioned in the first episode where they just had to turn it the fuck off. As much as I love Casey Anthony, there was a point where I was like, I don't know if I can do this for fucking 3 fucking hours or however long this shit is,
Dude,
because
Yeah.
it's like, lady, you had something to do with this.
She was heavily coached. Like her mannerisms, like she just like had a script she was reading. It felt like the whole time.
Yeah,
Dude, I think she's had so much time to process this, and I think, her not having to testify in the trial was huge.
Yeah.
But she never got an inkling as to just how crazy she was. And with her having, all right, what are we at now? 13 fucking years later to process this and to come up with an excuse where a lot of it seemed like she was making it up on the fly as well, like adding details.
yeah.
It's like, come on, Casey, like, you probably don't remember that. I think we're at a point where, she was really, pardon me, the bullshit meter was just off the charts. It's like you had something to do with this, and I think that it probably was an accident. There was an accident to some degree, because I don't think she set out to kill her kid.
Yeah, I think definitely it's an accident. The way she reacted to it can be argued that she's a fucking evil person. I mean, is being a negligent mother inherently evil? I don't think so.
It's bad, but
It's
not,
very
it's not
bad,
evil.
but it's not like the fucking evil. Yeah, it's not malicious intent,
Yeah.
Here's,
I'm sorry.
oh, no, go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you say.
Like, just a quick question about the way she or whoever disposed of the body was like the blanket was from the room
Yes.
that she was in. At what point were the parents ever questioned as to like when that blanket disappeared in the month span?
I don't.
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Because, like, I mean, if you do laundry, you would notice the blanket is missing from your missing granddaughter's room.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My mom and pop-ups can be dumb motherfuckers too,
They really are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm still curious about? Did she work at Universal ever?
No.
Her one
she-
friend
she said she
confirmed that
did.
She did
She,
in high school.
but she said she did for 7 years, and I'm
Yes.
doing the math. She was what, 19 when this happened,
She's
or
22 when the trial happened. So, yeah, I think 19, right?
whatever.
When Kaylee died, she was 19. I thought she was already old enough to go to bars.
Oh yeah, so 22 maybe at the time.
Okay.
so
so
what?
there's
She would have
no,
been
yeah,
14. That would put her at like 13. That'd
yeah.
be-
I don't think
okay.
legally you can work at Universal, so she was still lying.
She said she was there for a long time. Though, yeah. She said 7
But
years.
her one friend was convinced that she did work there for
I,
a long time.
I think that's like the trap that the pathological liar said, is that, like, they're like, all right, I was lying about that shit, but now it's like
Yeah.
they'll set you up with a lie that's like a T-ball lie
yeah.
eventually, so that they can fucking
You think
really
the friend just
fucking hit one out of the
believes
park.
her that she
Yeah.
She just said every day after school, I'm going to work at Universal Studios.
All right, I have a pathological liar in mind that I used to be friends with, and I liked him so much that I just put up with a lot of the lies just
You
because
knew
I
it and
I
you
liked
were
him
like, yeah.
because he was nice to me a lot of the
Mhm.
times. But then there were other ones where it's just like, dude, why are you lying about this?
Yeah.
You don't have to lie about this.
Right.
And I'm not impressed either way. We're just having a nice time.
Yeah.
And was he like, yo, I don't know. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, dude. I don't think I've ever spent time around a pathological liar. But I'm so gullible, I would just believe everything.
It's interesting. You do for a while, and then
Yeah.
after a point, it's like,
Yeah,
why are you lying about this?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even care about it in a positive or negative way.
Right.
It's a completely neutral information to me. And why did you say it?
Dude, I think she couldn't, like, she legit couldn't stop. Like, throughout the documentary, I'm like, there's no way she's obviously lying.
Wait, so you thought she was lying throughout the interviews now?
Yeah, because she was lying about being the most honest person ever. I was like, come on.
Yeah. I've actually never lied.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I thought everything she said was true. You know?
Yeah, but
Jake, are you falling in love
dick's
with her
hard
too?
right now?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I am. I don't know. When she busted out the waterworks, you know, and the hysterics,
You
especially
love
watching.
a crying
I was like, oh
woman.
my god, oh no, she's crying. Wait, they're playing something back at the funeral.
Jake, you've
Oh,
clearly
no.
never lived with a dumb bitch.
I haven't. Yeah. Only the one I see in the mirror.
The waterworks are dumb bitch 101. It's are you happy a girl's crying? It's like, well, yeah, I better back off on calling you out on exactly what you did.
Oh, damn it.
Manhands made an excellent point where she said that it was interesting how she kept referring to her daughter, what happened to her daughter, as not killed or murdered, but as hurt.
Oh.
I think that's an excellent point. That speaks volumes to it being accidental. Because I think it was just like maybe
The word murder or killed in her mind is too strong to describe what actually happened.
no. I think it's more relative to like maybe her putting something over her, like she just wanted her to stop crying or something.
Holy shit. You think it was that?
It could have been.
No.
It could be.
So weird. There's so many weird things that just like if this is true, then that can't be true. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where is the goddamn truth?
Runo, the name says it's exhausting, and that's exactly what this is. Like when people do this shit, it's like people just want to find out what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
All right, and even now, it's fucking. It happened in 2008. This is fucking 14 years later. Nobody knows.
Well, yeah.
I think everybody has an idea, but nobody really knows, and just not knowing what happened that killed a kid is
Yeah.
exhausting for everybody.
And the dad has refuted these claims, right? Saying like he never did anything like this.
Mm.
But did he the part of the story where he's holding her lifeless body, has he copped to that at all? Or no. Okay.
So he testified against her. He says because she was making these wild claims. She wanted to introduce into court that she was allegedly molested by him. They wouldn't allow her to introduce that. So he's like, all right, knowing that that's even out there, I'm going to testify against her.
But like they said in the documentary, that's him testifying to put his daughter to
I know
death.
it's nuts. See, that is probably the biggest indicator to me that he had some involvement.
Can I just say, I think that's very unbecoming of a Disney character.
Well, that's why he was never hired.
I don't
You're
know.
saying it is befitting for an ex-cop.
I think he would make a great Scar.
Never mind.
Yeah, Mike Trainer, it sounds like she knew exactly what happened because in episode 3 she says, I'm still not going to say it.
Yeah, and do you think she didn't turn on the dad in the courtroom because he also knows what happened? Like,
Yeah.
do you think?
That's what I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Wait,
theory makes sense.
say that
they
again?
both are involved. Some kind of accident happened.
Tag team.
Daddy, what happened? Will you help me clean up this mess? And so that begs the question, is she making up the fact that she was molested by her dad. Is that real?
But they had psychological tests done saying she wasn't like psychotic or bipolar or like, and that she showed like symptoms of being like having PTSD. So
She did.
I don't know how you. I don't know. Can you do that and just be a pathological liar, or do you have to be molested to like? You know, I feel like they would pick up on that, but also maybe not. You know, they are in Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those cops, dude.
It's so hard to frame
Those cops
Yeah,
are
total
so
retards.
dumb.
frame it into
Yeah.
oh, this is happening in Florida. That's why it's so.
Yeah, when they're like, how come you didn't subpoena the dad's phone records? Or like,
The
there
thing
was,
is, I just learned what a subpoena was yesterday. So
I can't say subpoena without breaking out into a smile because it sounds so much like subpoenas. Don't it though? If you say it slow enough, it does sound like subpoenas. And that ain't coming into my mouth, and it ain't going out of my mouth. All right,
She killed a baby.
I'll write it on a paper, but I'm not making it come out of my mouth.
Monroe said, "Why put on the duct tape?" We said like the dad apparently, that's how he used to dispose of animals, was covering the heads. I think it helps them in the afterlife, putting duct tape over their heads for animals. I don't know about small children.
What do you
That's
think
all-
it can help you do in the afterlife, Jake?
Fix things.
well, if it's anything like here on United States Earth, you're gonna need to bring your own bag to heaven. No more single-use plastic bags.
That's
allowed in
true.
heaven.
That's a lot of pollution up in heaven.
Well, yeah, the freaking heaven, seas of heaven, big old trash island.
John, are
Whatever,
you
I'm-
a natural citizen of United States Earth?
Yes,
Okay,
that's
I've
right.
always been wondering.
But also, if Casey knew that's how
Yeah.
the dad wrapped animals when they died, she could have purposely done that,
Yeah.
knowing that that would lead to him if she
Yeah.
was trying to frame him.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, keep going.
Yeah.
oh.
Which
Did
that's-
you just say that?
He said that like 20 minutes ago, but it's okay because it's like that's for real. That's
Okay.
insane.
Which reminds me, you're due to get yourself high.
I think I already did a little too good,
Mark-
and that's why I'm 20 minutes behind on things.
What
you're
was
saying.
the car situation? So she ran out of gas, abandoned the car, then the dad. I don't understand that whole
Yeah,
series
that-
of events.
Yeah.
All right, so running out of gas is dumb bitch 201.
Okay. All right. I need to, Trainer Brothers. You guys have a pen?
masterclass on
Man.
dumb bitch?
Yeah, I was unclear on that too, Dan.
Because are they claiming that was the time in which the body was moved?
I
Is that what they
I
were
think that's where
insinuating?
insinuating that that's
Yeah.
the time where like it was transported.
Okay.
But I don't think it leads to like who did what.
I think I want to come back to that, but I want to bring up something Mark Merriman said. He said, anyone else surprised there was no footage of her being interrogated in the documentary?
Yeah, they don't want to give us boners, dude.
Also, I appreciate the Grateful Dead logo in your profile picture.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to acknowledge whoever mentioned it, but yeah, it was pretty wild that she explained the smell away by saying that it was Burger King.
Yeah,
I thought
like
you were saying-
I
old
thought
Yeah.
it was mushroom pizza.
Trash. Yeah, pizza boxes.
No, somebody said Burger King.
I thought really?
I think that's what she said.
All
I
I,
thought
heard
it was like a big
food.
bag of trash and 3 pizza boxes, and she left like one full pizza box and a bag of trash in there by accident.
Yeah, I
Oh, okay.
I
Because
stopped
she was
listening
on
when
the
she brought
phone.
up food.
Try-
Yeah,
Probably was somebody trying to cover up killing a kid.
All right, well, so much for my have it her way joke. I'll just go fuck myself.
All right, yes, there's Burger King. Do it again.
wait, I heard it was Burger King.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think all along she wanted to have it her way.
Landed perfectly.
Woo!
Mike Trainer says, "How do you run out of gas dropping off the body a couple blocks away?" Did not land that one. That was me not landing that
It's
one.
okay.
Even though all I had to do was fucking read it.
Where? How can you possibly run out of gas in a town like that? I feel like there's.
John.
It's so.
Yeah, it was all gas stations.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like every mile there's a gas station.
Never underestimate the ability of a dumb bitch.
Lesson 3.
It's
Yeah.
really hard to picture somebody doing that, but I guess you're right.
This is the art of dumb bitch war that I'm talking about.
And she was 19.
That's a,
This is cunt zoo.
This is a Patreon video when that happened.
She was 19 when this happened. All right, this is more believable.
Now, another thing that they
19-year-old
mentioned that
party girl.
I could see being a possibility is how she mentioned that the baby was conceived out of rape. Which, if that's true, like I could see how there might be a detachment from developing an attachment to a child if you have that kind of animosity toward a child.
With her, like her and the baby? You
Yes,
think?
yeah.
Okay. Damn.
And it seems as though there was I can't remember. I should have brought it with me, but I have it at home. But there was a book, and I can't remember the name of it or who the fuck wrote it, so it's of no use right now. But in the book, this guy mentions how her mom forced her to keep the baby. She didn't want to have the baby. Her mom forced her to keep the baby. And that her mom was also insisted upon being the first one to hold the baby before Casey was able to hold her, which is incredibly fucked up.
Yeah, that's weird. Rude.
You would have made a great juror.
Does she explain if she did get pregnant after being raped, why then she had a continuing relationship with the baby's father?
Well, you're not going to break up with somebody just because you got raped.
Yeah, I think she was trying to hide the fact of the rape by saying it was.
Did that not come out until the documentary, or was that?
I hadn't heard it before. It may have, but I didn't hear it before.
Okay.
They did say that the father had, or her boyfriend had a paternity test done a little bit after Kaylee was born,
Okay.
and then I guess he pieced out.
Gotcha. He's not the baby's father. Is that true?
Who, the dad?
That's what the call from inside the house is saying.
The boyfriend, yeah, the boyfriend wasn't the father. Yeah, she said she was raped at a party.
And even crazier, the two other possible people they said it might be both died in a car accident.
Yes.
Yeah, and
was
that's
fucking-
true. Like, both of those
That's
people are dead.
wild.
Yeah.
But here, again, like, such a crazy bitch. She may have been scouring the newspapers looking for dead 20-something men in car accidents to be like, that's the guy. It's like,
Ooh.
if
yeah.
you guys, like, missed him by 2 days, like, if you had just fucking got him before he put that NOS tank in that Honda Civic, you'd have been able to confirm it.
Damn, so this is dumb bitch 201, crazy bitch 301 we're at right now? She's got a weird double major going on here.
I don't know, man.
Now, this might be intro to crazy bitch.
I'm still in the intro, the remedial course, believe all women. So
Don't do that, Jake. Don't believe what you read on the internet.
so easy to believe, though.
Yeah,
I believe Casey, all of it.
I don't, and I still love her.
It's messy, dude.
Yeah, buddy, I know. Relationships are like that, and it's hard for me to say to you because I'm in a relationship with her. But
What you wouldn't give for her to just scream at you on the phone?
I would love that. Yeah, she did say she was drugged at a party,
Yeah,
and it's like all this shit. Like this shit does happen, so it's like
yeah.
And again, it's Florida.
yeah,
So,
it especially happens
probably.
in Florida.
Yeah.
Hanging out with a lot of DJs.
That'll do it.
Yeah, they will.
You'll get Wicca wasted. You know?
Cut his mic.
Of
Can,
all,
you, can you edit stuff out on the fly live?
I hate talking about sensitive topics with Jake because he always goes there.
No, goes where?
To the wiki wasted joke. I met somebody from Orlando last night.
That. Wait, you did?
Go on. I was trying to fill time because it was fucking dead air.
All right, how do you feel about her covering up the Bella Vita tattoo? AJ, I think she just realized it was a fucking gay tattoo.
Yeah, dude.
She had like an extra $800 and was like, all right, I'm gonna get something cooler. I know she said that the tattoo was initially a fuck you to her parents.
As they watched the kid, and she went out and
Yeah.
got
But-
drunk every night.
No, but that was like while Kaylee was missing.
Right? Yeah.
So that's what's so crazy about getting that tattoo.
Oh, here's another thing. I didn't know this until they mentioned it in I think it was episode 2, that the dad had a side bitch at one point who was helping out with the fucking recovery effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man, like how big of a dirtbag do you have to be to get your dick sucked while you're holding missing posters?
That's
She was
when
probably
he did it.
the only honest goddamn lady in the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
Yeah.
His missing granddaughter sign was also like a Bubba Gum Shrimp Company on the back. It said "Stop, stop! I'm gonna come."
Do you think
What's
there
this
was
guy
a
getting on about?
possibility that she knew like she'd be locked up for life or like her life was over and she's like, well, I'm just gonna fucking party it out?
I did. I think, again, going back to the.
Oh.
I think
would've-
she was like, well, I'm
is-
fucked.
I would
I'm
have got
gonna
a
go
full
party.
back piece if that was the case.
Yeah.
and
I
here's-
don't think she had the money. She ran out of gas, dude.
Dude,
Blow
she
the
st-
tattoo artist, for Christ's sake.
She
Uh-oh.
stole a French checkbook, too, and was like writing checks.
yeah.
But again, like
Well,
thinking back.
There's a lot of friends that apparently do that nowadays.
Here's the deal. Like, they would have never been able to determine cause of death.
Yeah.
And I think her lawyers told her that right off the bat, so they're just like, fuck it, let's just deny it. However, if she had just said it was an accident, I think the jury would have bought that. Even without any further proof, they wouldn't have had to present anything else. She had said, this is what I did, and this is an accident, and people would be like, all right, cool, we'll accept your plea. Here's what we're offering.
15 years.
Maximum. In fucking Florida, too. But again, dumb bitch can't see that far ahead. Like 10 years
course
is
not.
nothing.
Now
First
he's
of
fucking
all-
20 years old.
But you have to be able, somebody's got to be able to sit you down and say, like,
Mike,
what, Jake?
we have to slow down. You're talking about your future wife every time you do this.
Listen, man, I'm an honest man. I'm a straight shooter.
Are you doing that thing where you nag the woman first and then she comes back to you? Is that what you're doing?
Works every time. But if you say exactly what happened,
Yeah.
I think on top of this, there's got to be somebody that's a part of that team. And I don't know if this is how this works because I've never been in severe legal trouble or anything. But there's got to be somebody. I don't know. Do they like normally tell you what happened and say like, I fucking did it, but how can you get me out of this?
to a lawyer,
Yeah.
I think that happens a good amount of times.
If that's the case,
I think the lawyer says, tell me the truth, and I will try to get you out of this the best I can.
okay, in that case, why would they not say, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's contradictory to what I'm trying to say, but there's got to be somebody that lays it out for her at least to say, all right, if you admit that it was an accident, considering the circumstances, like you'll be out of jail in a few years and people will forget about you.
Yeah.
However, if you get away with this and, pardon me, and you're found not guilty, people are going to hate you for the rest of your life and you're going to be hiding for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
no, I
Like doing
don't
a few
think-
years and admitting that it was an accident and you were just recklessly.
But she can't stop lying.
That's yeah.
Like she wasn't ever gonna tell the truth
Yeah,
to anyone. I
but
don't
Yeah.
think.
but your life is on the line. You know
she
what I mean?
can't stop. Like I don't.
But I get that, dude. But I think
She did say
to a degree, her even admitting that she lied is a massive deal for a pathological
she
liar.
did say I am a convicted liar.
Yeah, but that's probably a setup so that she could lie. That's
Yeah.
how they work.
Yeah, it could be, man. Fuck.
Damn.
This is a dumb podcaster 101 for me.
Look, I used to lie, but not anymore. And then you just say whatever,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she got you with it.
Fuck.
She's working it.
Yeah. It's like the take my wife please of pathological liars.
Yeah, man.
Well, I believe her.
I like listen. He's kidding. I'm not. I mean maybe not I don't know the dad abuse thing, but Danny's theory is very compelling to me. The fact that like she thought like this is it. Like the sun is setting on her life. Cuz I took it at face value in the documentary when she's like, "Yeah, I had to go out. My boyfriend's a DJ." And it's his business. I was like, "Oh, she's supporting her man. How what a loyal woman." Like
Oh my God, Jake.
I believed her 100% when she said that until Danny was like, "Oh no, she's just partying because she knows it's over.
Yeah.
The credits are about to roll,
Uh-huh.
so she's getting it in." And if that's the case, that's pretty badass. That's like
Oh, dude. Can
that's
you-
like that scene in Set It Off where Queen Latifah's smoking the cigarette right before she goes out and faces the cops. Whew.
Can you imagine how harsh a last call is when you think it's going to be your last call?
Whew. I guess she thought every night was her last call.
Yeah, dude.
I'm getting a tattoo.
I
They
mean, at
start-
some point, wouldn't you fucking go to Mexico, though?
Then you're
If she-
fucked.
If she does think, what they're going to come for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. they know you're guilty.
Also, can we talk about how
you can
weird
disappear.
it is?
You can get down to Argentina.
How weird was it that her friend, who she's not a friend with anymore, has Kaylee Marie tattooed or whatever her name is, tattooed on her fucking back?
Yeah, that's fucking dude.
Weird.
Yeah,
There's
that was weird.
everybody in this shit's weird.
Yeah.
There's nobody that's like, oh man, that's a good
What an
person.
icebreaker.
Right? Yeah,
That's
that's a breath of fresh air.
That's if you trying to meet someone at the bar. Oh, what's your tattoo on the Kaylee Marie? Oh yeah, that was Kaylee Marie Anthony. Like,
Yeah, nobody's a breath of fresh air. Everybody in this fucking documentary is a breath of fucking subway air.
There's swamp air, the swamp people.
They are, yeah. Sperm, what's in that cup?
Oh, it's just Hawaiian punch.
It smells like swamp juice. Did you fill that up in Florida?
Oh, you know.
All right, Hutchie asked Del Calo, have you met any jokers since your Joe Gatto pilgrimage?
Not yet, but I think one's coming down. I think 2023 is going to be a big year.
Yeah, she did party like 9/11 pilots. What if they ran into each other? What if there was like a picture of her
Oh my god.
with like one that just didn't go through with the mission? He's just like, you know what? I'm going to just stay in Orlando. And he just dedicated his life to hookah.
They probably met working at Universal. Man, that's just it is crazy that somebody could lie that much and spin such a web that we're so utterly confused all this time later.
It is, and we'll never know.
And like 100%,
She'll never admit it.
Yeah.
She'll never tell the truth. I don't know what the fucking dad's deal is.
I think the only chance we have of finding out ever what happened is the dad eventually caving in, because there was that point in that documentary where he was like, I just want to be forgiven.
Yeah. We got to get him in a
I'd never
Netflix
seen that
again.
clip before, so like, and I knew it was an old clip, so I knew he wasn't going to admit it, but like, it was like, oh my God, if they had, that might have been the moment, the one moment that they had to try to get it out of him.
Yeah, and that's why I think we should bring torture back in this country. We should hook that guy's nipples up to a fucking car battery and
Oh,
get
man.
some information.
Like in Lethal Weapon?
Damn right, like in
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
Are you advocating for nipples being hooked up to car batteries because they can never do it to you due to 4 nipples?
Damn right.
Yeah.
That's my out. Haha, they can't choose a set of nipples.
No, they could choose the nipples versus the birthmarks you have underneath.
Suck my fucking right third tit.
You have 6 now?
Yeah, Nat, I think you might be right. I don't know. She says that the dad's going to die before he says anything.
Think Casey's gonna cut his brakes? Like the 2 boyfriends?
She got her boyfriend's brakes?
That's what I'm thinking. Kaylee Anthony's dad's.
I thought one was a parachute. Shit, how many dads? Nah, I think you're right. I think there's a possibility the dad might break on his deathbed, maybe. Casey will never tell the truth.
Yeah.
I thought you was.
And
man.
I'll date her for years. I'll check. I'll make sure. I'll get an honest read on her.
Up.
It is.
Hey, bro, it's a poly world out there. We can both. Could you live with me and Casey in the same bed?
Yeah, you're probably going to catch both these fucking fish to keep fucking
hold
talking
on.
about my girl. Dude.
Time out. I think you guys you could both coexist in Casey's bed because you would be sleeping at different hours.
True. Get a Florida king. It's fucking 3 feet by 12 feet.
Brother, there's only one Florida king in this story,
Who?
and I'm wearing the crown right now.
You fucker.
Do you think she's ever going to find love?
No, because she'll never be fully honest with the person.
Until she meets you and the restraining order's lifted, then yes.
Oh. You know, I thought she'd be a good pair up with is Chris Watts.
Who's that? Is he an
The,
NFL player?
the Aurora.
No, the very handsome guy who killed his Herbalife wife and their 2
handsome
kids.
guy. Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
That one's pretty effed up, man. There's a documentary on Netflix, not Peacock. How about that one?
A rival docu.
That's going to be a wild one when we get to Chris Watts. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, his wife every single day was like, hey, y'all.
If he had just stopped at the wife, he'd have 3 supporters right now.
How many did he take down?
His kids, too.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't selling Herbalife. You ever meet an Herbalife salesman?
Yeah. I got friended by one on Facebook who was very prolific.
Prolific?
Yeah.
Like with the posting, like
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Constantly. I think he dated a girl that I went to high school with, and then he went through all of her friends and friended every single person on her friend list, and that's how I got privy to his shit. But it was excruciating.
That's a great point. Runo the name asked, did she get her tubes tied? Because she does seem like the kind of lady that likes to get nutted in.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever got. She probably never swallowed a load with her mouth. Only the south mouth. Some chicks are just like that.
Now that's the Peacock's documentary I can get behind.
Casey in the south mouth.
It's a children's book.
It's a scratch and sniff.
Jake.
Too far? All right.
Oh, look at that. Jake, you got a compliment in the chat. Jake is a sweet baby angel.
Oh, thank you.
You really are.
Thank you.
You got so much sugar, but I love that spice in you.
Oh, Mike, I have something to tell you. Monday, I went to Coinstar.
Yeah?
for
How'd
the
you do?
First time in forever, right?
You gave him 10%, you dumb fuck.
12%.
Why are you going there, man?
Because I didn't feel like wrapping my coins.
I'll wrap him for you for 18%.
Sold. But so I had all my coins in. I'm knocking over the mic. Had all my coins in Tide containers, right? So I walk in. I went to the gym first.
To keep him clean, right?
That's right. Got my pump on. Real pumped so hard. Then I went
Did you bring
sweaty.
in the change containers and you put them all day?
I brought these into the Acme. I brought these two Tide containers, no lids, and it's my first time at a coin store in over 10 years. I'm like, wait, do they take 50 cents a dollar and then 12%? Like, I couldn't figure it out, so I'm like trying to read the thing. Some lady comes up like from behind me and goes, "Here's for your collection," and then slaps something down. I look up because she said it's so like mean and miserable. I'm like, what? And then
Children's socks.
she's already gone, and I look down. She dropped a 20 with my Tide containers.
What?
Isn't that insane?
Nuts.
And this is what I look like. This is what my hair was a little messier, but like, I don't look that like in need.
Was she old lady, or
She probably could have been my mom. You know,
Horny black woman.
isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
do you think she's mean, or are you thankful?
I was thankful, but I was like, Miss, I don't need this. But
He was
dude,
like,
I didn't
"Oh,
say-
fuck you."
that's what I felt like at first, and then I saw it, and then I was like, oh man,
What a strange thing to do. Very
Yeah.
nice, but
very nice.
Very nice, but very strange, and it should make you feel like shit.
yeah, what a fucked
Yeah.
up world that like doing something that nice gets you shit talked on a podcast.
I don't know if I should be insulted or like grateful.
Yeah, dude, she saw some fucking dumb dickhead
Yeah.
at the Acme at
Yeah.
midnight with 2 Tide containers. He doesn't even have fucking money to buy containers to put his coins in.
Dude, it was. I mean, don't you guys keep your coins in weird jars?
I don't have coins.
What do you do with all your coins?
I don't have coins. I got maybe fucking.
He's never gotten change in his whole fucking life.
Oh, brother, I lived at Coinstar up until about 2015.
Well, you
But-
do get change. What do you do with the coins?
I don't usually use cash.
Okay.
Like, right, I have money on me now for the first time, in forever, just because I just happen to have cash in my
Yeah.
pocket, and I don't usually. But yeah, I might have a handful of change in my car, but it never grows. It never really grows. It's just there.
I got 500 wrapped at my house
That's a good thing to say.
for
Yeah.
years. And my address is. And I got probably another 300 not wrapped.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I stay with that savings,
Dude,
bro.
I only when I got the change back, what I got, it doesn't tell you what you got completely. It just gives you the percentage after
Yeah.
the fact.
Wait, it doesn't? Well,
No.
you can calculate it.
Yeah,
Little reverse calculation.
I took a picture of it. I didn't do the math, but
Show me the
it
picture.
was, it was like I think I got like 140, but I was so disappointed because I was like, I was picking quarters out of that thing for a long
To
time.
eat.
Yeah, for the late night snack. But yeah.
Jake, somebody mentioned in the chat that you have strong church usher vibes.
Thank you, Monroe. Monroe, I appreciate that.
We gotta get you a long basket.
Oh man, do you imagine that?
Mm-hmm.
The little stick.
They still got the long basket these days.
I
Yeah,
haven't been there forever, man.
they're gold-plated baskets now.
They're doing good.
Yeah.
All right. If anybody has anything you want to add on Casey Anthony, let's get it out now. I'll allow if people want to say that she's hot and you want to get married to her, now's the time.
Now's the time. And you can say she's hot and want to marry her and spend your life with her, even if you think she's guilty.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can be horny for evil.
If she confessed, if she confessed her love to you, Mike.
Yeah.
And then
Good.
she also confessed everything, would you still love her back?
Love is blind, brother.
You gave him a stroke because it's actually tearing him apart inside.
You can see him just ripping apart inside. Like he wants to say yes so bad.
No, he wants to say yes, but seem like he's joking.
Yeah.
But he's really serious.
Yeah. I don't know. I've actually considered something similar because when they showed the dad testifying against her, like that was fucked up. But I think there are fucking parameters where you're just like, all right, if somebody that I've created does something so heinous, do I have an obligation to protect everybody else from them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Jake. What are you
Michael
laughing
just brought up two things. Monroe said, "I want to give her another kid. She deserves a second chance," which is insane. And then Mike brought up a good point. The parents bought that boat to look for lost kids on a lake.
Did they really?
Yeah, on a lake. Like they're like, yeah, we're just gonna look for lost kids and have little events out here. Just like it's a brand new boat that they bought with money from the charity that they raised for Kaylee.
What'd they name it? Stugats?
Wow, dude, that's how they're writing it off. They're going to look for lost kids that are just wearing life preservers in the middle of a lake.
Yeah, they're like, we're looking for lost kids. It's a lake.
This toddler got separated from his group when he was stand-up paddling today, so we're going to go take a look for him.
This one was.
You can see to the other side of the lake. There's no toddlers out there stand-up paddling.
We want to be sure. We'll probably be out there 6 hours. We'll have to do thorough investigation. We'll bust out the jet skis, do a couple of tricks.
Got a 30 rack for the day, so we'll just be chilling.
We brought in a specially trained squirrel to also help with the investigation
Look at him go.
and the camcorder.
Yeah, we found that if we're blasting Louie Louie the entire time we're out on the bay, it increases our chances of finding dead kids in the water. That is fucked up, man.
What would happen legally if she admitted it to an accident now? I think she'd go bye-bye for a while.
Damn, the kid says they're searching with crab cages, oddly enough. Oh, man.
Perfect one. Shout out Jack Rush. Yonky, baby.
Nah.
Oh, I had it for dinner Yucky. tonight.
What'd you have, Jake?
Gnocchi.
Nah, that's not it.
All right, I was saying my minor leagues of gnocchi pronunciation.
Somebody had to order it. What'd you say? What did they say?
It was frozen. I ate it frozen. It was my teeth hurt right now.
That's a cool summertime snack. Just see the fattest kid on your block sucking down frozen and Yankees.
He's got a black eye. He's pulling him up. What did that kid do?
Someone asked about the hot body contest, and I was kind of wondering that too. If they redid the hot body contest, could she now take first place?
No doubt. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah, she's just as tight as she was 12 years ago.
You sound like a hot body judge.
She's just yeah.
Dress for the job you want, right?
She is as tight as her alibi.
Nah, she's far tighter than that.
You said something that just reminded me of a very funny memory. I went to a comedy competition with an old coworker of mine. You guys remember Tom Riley?
Yeah.
Very funny dude. We went to a comedy competition on Westchester Pike in Upper Darby one time. There were like 5 people in the competition. And the competition was judged by the owner and his 2 fat daughters. And we were all like ranging from like okay to like just doing comedy for the first time. And it was like the kind of competition where it just should have been like insane that there were 3 judges and insane that they would give honest feedback. Granted, this is a bar on Westchester Pike in Upper Darby. And when Tom Riley got finished, the one fat daughter said, "You know, they say dress for the job you want. So for that reason, you're dressed. I'm going to take points off because you're dressed in shorts and a t-shirt." And he's like, "What job do you think I want?" All right.
We cut the feed before he said that. Dog shit story, right?
Mike says that all the sexually explicit comments toward Casey he's made in the chat are not showing up, and he's upset. Mike, just scream them.
I want her to sit on my face.
Wait, how are they getting edited out? What's the Patreon goal to get Jake back in that fucking pit of
2,000.
misery?
We're close.
2,000 patrons.
Tell your.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we are close. 2,000. Yeah, tell your.
I'm ready,
friends.
man. I'm ready to face the demons.
Get all your relatives a year subscription to Lil Spinker's Patreon.
That's actually a good Christmas gift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we'll do a free cameo for your mum.
Bro-
Hey, my mom, put us in the will, die, bitch. Put us in the will and go die, bitch.
Dude, that just made me think of something. Somebody sent us a message like a week ago. Their mom listens to the show, and they wanted us to say happy birthday to her. And let's record it tonight. It's going to be
Yeah.
a belated birthday, but I want to do this.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, you sexy mom. I know. Oh, sorry. That
We're
was
going to record
weird.
it. We're not talking to the lady
All
now,
right,
Jake.
okay. All right.
Put your fucking pants back
I don't
on.
know how time works.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks, everybody.
Sorry I was so coffee, but what's that laugh for?
The word coffee.
Yeah.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
All right, I'm in.
All right, we'll see you guys later on.